I wanted to talk about Escape the Maw, an indie game that I released last summer. I wanted to talk about it being a failure. I wanted to talk about what my expectations were, why it failed, how I felt about it, and what I learned from the failure. I also wanted to talk a little bit about what I've been working on since then. I learned that when you make a game, there are three main points of failure. There's scope, appeal, and fun. Scope is making a game within a time frame and a budget that suits that game. Money, time, and people are resources. And the more resources you put into a game create a higher bar of what constitutes a success. Instead of making my dream game, I decided to make a short, simple game that would teach me the basics of Unreal Engine 5. Now I can use that knowledge and apply it to another game. It would also give me experience with releasing a game. The most important thing with Escape the Maw was finishing it and releasing it. I didn't have any expectations for it beyond that. In regards of the scope, Escape the Maw was a success. It took about 2 months to make, and it only cost $100 to release. That way, if it did fail, it wouldn't be a big failure. The next point of failure is appeal. Appeal is making a game that people want to play on face value. Presentation and concept just draw people in and they want to play it. This is where Escape the Maw failed. Marketing and sales is a numbers game. When I look at Steam's analytics, you can see how many people Steam's algorithm shows the game to and what percentage of those people click onto the Steam page and what percentage of those people buy or wishlist the game and what percentage of the people who wishlist the game then later go on to buy the game. For Escape the Maw, the biggest percentage fall off was from the people who viewed the Steam page to then not buying or wishlisting the game. It just seems like people are just uninterested in Escape the Maw when it comes to its presentation and the concept of the game. Only 15 people bought Escape the Maw. 11 after launch and 4 around Halloween because it's a horror game. The final point of failure is if the game is fun or not. This one is the most obvious. Video games are entertainment. If a game isn't entertaining, it fails. When it comes to Escape the Maw, too few people played it to form any type of consensus, so I don't know if in general people think it's fun. The plan was to make another stepping stone game to my dream game. One that would be more complex and would incorporate things that I would need to learn in Unreal to eventually make my dream game. I started working on a FPS prototype right after releasing Escape the Maw, but I stopped working on it after about a week or two. Even though I had zero expectations for Escape the Maw to succeed, watching it fail was still really depressing. Watching people be so uninterested in your indie game is really discouraging, so I decided to focus on trying to get other things done in my personal life and not bother making another game. After failing to get those things going for me in my personal life, I went back to work on my prototype again. 2025 has not been a good year for me. I started back on my prototype at the very end of October. So it looks like I might be making a second game after all, only because I have nothing better to do. I just finished my first-person shooter prototype, and I'm going to make another different prototype for a different gameplay system, and I'm going to combine them together before making a full game. I'll probably talk more about what I'm working on in another video. I also wanted to mention that when I was making Escape the Maw, for some reason I really wanted to have a streamer play my game. So I contacted streamers big and small when it was released. IbolyaColorHead, I hope I'm saying that right, was the only person that streamed it, and honestly, the stream was great. Even though the game failed, I still walked away with the consolation prize of that stream. And if you've made it so far, this far into the video, just check out her stream. She edited it down on YouTube, and if you don't check out that, at least check out the YouTube shorts she made of the stream, because they are, in my opinion, good. But then again, I made the game, but I encourage you to check those out.